would ask me, family would ask me, oh, are you so excited you're gonna be a mom? This is what you've dreamed of all your life. And I'd either have to lie and say, yes, I'm so excited, and then bawl my eyes out that night in bed, or I'd have to be truthful and feel like an absolutely horrible mom and say, I'm not really excited. I'm super nervous about this next stage in life. I'm super nervous about the mom that I'll be. I'm super nervous that when this baby comes, I will not be excited to see it. I'm super nervous because This video is for anyone who feels like they're clinging on to the stage they're in right now and are unable to let it go and move on to the next season, or for someone who feels like they can't wait to get into that next season of life and the season that they're in right now might be so boring or so what they thought would be so temporary. So maybe you're single and you really want to be married and you long for that next stage in your life when you meet your best friend and you're joined together for an eternity. Or maybe you're married and you really want to have children, but for some reason things just aren't happening. Or maybe you're pregnant and you're not looking forward to becoming a mom. A little under a year and a half ago, I took a pregnancy test and I was pregnant. It took me 3 days to tell my husband. And the reason was because I wasn't excited. I know that sounds horrible to say, but I had so many plans, so many things that I wanted us to be able to do before we had kids. I wanted to be able to take those trips that I had never been able to take. I wanted to be able to live those dreams I had never been able to live. I wanted to get more established. We wanted to have more money. We wanted to be closer to each other. We wanted to flip more houses. And having a baby just seemed to completely rock the ideas we had of what we wanted to do in those next couple years of our life. Now, I eventually did want to become a mom, but it wasn't this burning desire. It was nothing I wanted to rush into, and it honestly was not something that I had been planning to happen for another couple of years. And so here we enter this journey where all of a sudden I feel like, okay, in 9 months we are having this baby, and I have to prepare for it, but there's so many things I feel like now I'm unable to do. No longer can I go on these fun trips with my husband. Now I have to be careful with this baby that's inside of me. And I know this sounds dramatic to say, but I honestly felt a little bit betrayed, like I was being rushed into this stage of life that I didn't want to be in yet. People would ask me, friends would ask me, family would ask me, oh, are you so excited you're gonna be a mom? This is what you've dreamed of all your life. And I'd either have to lie and say, yes, I'm so excited, and then bawl my eyes out that night in bed, or I'd have to be truthful and feel like an absolutely horrible mom and say, I'm not really excited. I'm super nervous about this next stage in life. I'm super nervous about the mom that I'll be. I'm super nervous that when this baby comes, I will not be excited to see it. I'm super nervous because I feel like I'm not going to be a good mom to this child because my heart is not ready to be a mom. So this entire pregnancy was kind of a wrestle of feeling frustrated and overwhelmed and a little bit irritated at God for bringing on this stage in life that He sees I'm not ready for. He knows I can't do this yet, right? And so finally the baby comes, and this entire pregnancy has been this crazy thing. I've finally accepted that, okay, I'm gonna be a mom. And I have the baby and she's beautiful. But people describe these feelings like you're going to feel with your first baby that you have never felt before. And I guess I had those to a little bit of an extent, but I still just didn't feel smitten by this child. Or all of a sudden just like, yes, this is what I've longed for my entire life. This is what satisfies me being a mom. Some of the big reasons why I didn't feel ready to be a mom is because I saw the work motherhood entails. No one's gonna deny that when you have children, it makes your marriage harder. I'm not saying it doesn't make it better because I truly believe that it can, but it does make it harder. It's just one more person that you're having to invest in, show love to, plus your spouse, plus taking care of your home, plus doing your job, whatever you're doing. And so there were all these things. All of a sudden I'm like, I'm not gonna get any sleep at night, our marriage is gonna get way harder, you know, I already don't have enough time for the stuff I wanna do, we're not being able to do a lot of the things I wanted to do. And then this baby comes and she has tons of colic problems. She just screams and cries constantly. And we're not getting sleep at night. It is rough. The first couple of months were rough. And I remember a few times crying and praying to God, like, Lord, this is the exact reason why I said I didn't want a baby right now. I'm not ready. You can see I'm not ready. You see the way I react. You see how being frustrated with this baby then takes over to me being frustrated with my husband for no reason, and it's hurting our marriage and all this stuff. And now it has been 6 months since I had Carrie, and looking back, yes, it has been a hard journey. It has been harder than I expected. It has humbled me much more than I expected. But you guys, God knows. God knows what season we need to be in, and we need to enjoy that season. We need to not rush into the next season, but we also need to trust His timing. And this is something I'm learning more and more, and God is forcing me to learn, because naturally I want things to go my way. I want things to happen on my schedule. I know what I want to do, and yet I forget that God has the bigger picture in mind. He knows, He knew that having this baby it's humbled me a lot. It has taught me so much more relying on Him. It has made me have to trust Him in a way that I didn't trust Him before. But it has just reminded me that God's timing is perfect. And whether you're waiting to be married, or you're waiting to have children, or maybe God's telling you to switch your job and you're just holding on to it because you feel like you know better than God, and you feel like you have this idea for your life that you know better what would make you happy than He does. I love being a mom now. It's so funny because the other day my brother asked me, he's like, so if you could just pause Carrie for a year and have her a year from now, you know, never have to go through pregnancy or labor again, just pause her right now, like freeze her and have her again in a year, would you do that? And I'm like, yeah, motherhood is hard, but I would never change what I have now and go back to not having Carrie. Yes, it's harder, but it's also so great. And there are such blessings in change. There are such blessings in enjoying that time that God's giving you, no matter what it is. So I hope this video is encouraging to you. I hope that you are willing to let go of the things God's asking you to let go of, and accept the things God is asking you to accept. I know how hard that is. And even in something like this where people probably think that is the stupidest thing, I can't wait to be a mom. You guys, this was something that I did not want to give up. This was something that I felt like I knew better than God in. And I'll be honest, I still have similar feelings to the thought of getting pregnant again soon. Like, I couldn't do that. I can't have 2 kids. I have all these things I want to do. But looking back, I have this track record now to look at, seeing God is faithful. He brought us through. He has built this beautiful little family now. He has brought new love into my heart for Danny. He has put this love in my heart for my baby that I have never felt before with anyone. And so be encouraged. Don't be afraid to trust God with whatever He's asking you to do right now, and trust God with where He has you, what He's bringing into your life, or maybe what He's taking out of your life. So I hope this video was helpful and encouraging. So please subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more videos next week. Bye.